Welcome to the wild world of cybercrime prosecutions. It's like trying to catch a greased pig in a mud pit. This ongoing case is a real head-scratcher, showcasing just how complicated it is to pin legal definitions on cybercriminals, especially when political bigwigs are involved. Yes, folks, not all heroes wear capes, some wear suits and are busy battling it out in court. Now, while these legal eagles are flapping around the courtroom, human rights advocacy is flying high and proud. It's like a superhero team dedicated to rescuing everyone, yes, even the not-so-innocent. They're committed to universal rights, proving that no matter who you are, everyone deserves a seat at the table, even if that table's a bit wobbly. Speaking of seats at the table, social justice is an all-you-can-eat buffet, where everyone's invited. It doesn't matter if you're from a fancy neighborhood or a marginalized group, everyone's got a right to some justice pie. This unified approach shows that when it comes to human rights, we should all be holding hands, singing Kumbaya, and standing up for each other. But hold on to your hats, because the struggle for justice in Nigeria is more like running a marathon in flip-flops. It's becoming clear that the legal system needs a serious makeover to protect human rights and tackle economic injustices. It's like trying to fix a leaky faucet with duct tape, something's gotta give. And let's not forget the brave souls fighting for justice, often feeling like they're in an episode of Survivor, because they're facing off against a system that has a whole army of public resources at its disposal while they're scrapping together their own meager supplies. It's David versus Goliath, but David forgot his slingshot. Now, when we talk about economic policies affecting vulnerable groups, it's like opening a can of worms. Suddenly, everyone's questioning accountability. How are the wealthy influencing legal outcomes? It's a classic game of Monopoly, who can buy Park Place first and bend the rules to their advantage. Switching gears, our speaker shares some past experiences with cybercrime charges, and boy, it's a roller coaster ride through inefficiencies and biases. The legal system has been so tangled that getting justice feels like trying to find your way out of an escape room without a map. They faced enough challenges to host their own reality show. And let's not forget about the elephant in the room, judicial corruption. It's like promoting the kid who never did their homework while the hard-working students are left in the shadows. Discontent is brewing within the police force, showing just how deep systemic issues run. Spoiler alert, it's not a happy ending. Finally, our speaker points out a real head-scratcher. Why is there a military presence in places where there's civil unrest, while areas controlled by terrorist groups seem to get the Do Not Disturb sign? It raises some serious eyebrows about government priorities. Are they on a scavenger hunt for justice, or just taking a leisurely stroll through chaos?
Pursue justice for ourselves and others. And a lot of people always ask when they see us to talk about just not what is happening in club, but what is happening generally regarding social justice in the country. So the case today was the case between myself and former PDP Senator, now APC Senator Nelu, regarding the cybercrime case. So the court as usual, and it was a very short one. The prosecutor was looking for our finding, so he's working on it. We don't want to dwell on that. But our lawyers came all the way from those days. He's also been fighting on behalf of farmers in the state. And we know a lot of you are so interested in the case of Martin Loshe, who is being detained by the EFCC. Our position is very clear. The EFCC cannot prosecute people for crimes that borders on defamation. So if they have serious matters beyond just that you criticize them, that's a different matter. And so we have asked the EFCC to release them with immediate effect. There's no opposition on matters of human rights. It's very, very clear. It's not ambiguous. We don't, and it doesn't. And for those of you who ask, has it offended anybody or not? No. Even if you offend us, we stand with you. That's the biblical part of our engagement with human rights. That we stand for both Jews and Gentiles. Whomever's rights are violated, even if it is Tinubu's right that is violated today, we'll make sure that he gets justice. But he will ultimately still go to jail for the crimes against humanity and the poor people in this country through their very wicked economic policies. So that's our position. We will continue to inform, but
yes,
some of our lawyers might have one or two things.
Particularly the matter today what is interesting about it is that our observation about how people who have powers in Nigeria, how they force the police, to actually act against conscience. The abuse of human rights, which in most cases they also try to criminalize, just like this matter we are doing just in 2022. And it's just a matter of spirit. If the spirit is not there, there is something you are looking for. The court process is everywhere. It's going to be in the hands of lawyers, it's going to be in the court file and all that. But you cannot blame these officers. Some of them are being pushed, against their will, against conscience. That is why we are becoming outgoing, and nothing is happening. And they have a lot of those, useless cases, wasting public resources, and forcing those guys, to come to court even against their will. And that is why but the truth of the matter is that they also want to wear people that are fighting, they want to wear us out.
Exactly.
Because they are using public resources, while we are using private resources. So it is that tenacity, of purpose that will still continue to come. Even we know that they have nothing to do. They have nowhere going. This charge is in 2022, and this matter against them, we also have a civil aspect of it. So that was the case that led to the incarceration of Abubakar Masha, that year.
Yeah.
And we filed 2 civil actions, Masha filed, we also filed another one. As in that year, we have been in court. And it is very clear that what the rich are doing is to force police under duress to act in these matters. It is very clear. We cannot see the will, but we continue to come because it's part of the general struggle to liberate the country.
And just to remind you, this is my third cyber crime. The first one was when Buhari, who is now in Daura, relocated due to terrorism threats to Kaduna now, charged me for cyberbullying, and that case didn't go anywhere. This is Nedoboku number 2 case of cyber crime. There's another one before the judge here. The man who didn't know about artificial intelligence. It's the IG of police who came and charged me for cybercrime, and they seized my passport. As a result, I've been in Nigeria now since December of last year. But I'm here, like I keep saying, I'm here doing God's work. So within this period, we have been able to cleanse the police force of officers who touch their age. Several of them, about 500 of them. People who didn't have promotion got promotion, and the police force has getting his action. But there's one more last person that will leave the police because he has retired and he's tired. And that's this is like our lawyer said, this is part of the general but very specific struggle. One thing I say all the time is that justice for all is not specific enough. We have a lot of injustice. This is the injustice perpetrated by people in this hall that has led Nigeria to the situation that is going on now. Most of the civil unrest you have across Nigeria because of judges and prosecutors who came here. The Nnamdi Kanu case is because of them. In the East, I just came from Enugu. The East could have been a paradise, but for the disturbance that they have created, the confusion that they have sown in the East. You go to the East, everywhere there are soldiers manning everywhere. But there are no soldiers manning areas controlled by Boko Haram and Lakrawa. And by the way, we heard that Lakrawa is about 90 minutes from Abuja. Yes, they are already saturating Nasarawa. So you heard it from me. They know it. But like I said, they don't care. Their interest is how to share money, drive Rolls Royces, and enjoy their life until the rest of you go extinct. So we continue to fight for the struggle. If my voice is low today, it's not because I just ran and beat Enugu State Governor at a marathon last weekend. So I'm hurting from that. Revolution. No.